Some people are using the word extreme. In fact, a lot of Americans do think that people of faith, 42% believe people of faith are part of the problem in our world. And so it's a real thing. And the word extreme is a harsh one to really levy against somebody where you just disagree with their ideas. And in fact, in American life, what we're seeing is once labeled extreme, there almost seems a moral impetus on the other side to say, because you're extreme and your ideas are harmful to people, we don't want them to hear it. We think this is bad for public life, bad for our public square, bad for our schools, bad for our children. Then all of a sudden, there seems to be a bit of a push to say, let's marginalize that. We don't think that's important. And so it is happening, but the way we should think about that as Christians is, look, every single human being's extreme. Like when you decide to live your life a certain way, or as Christians do, live our life because we believe there is a God. We believe there are things that are right and wrong. We believe there is truth that stands outside of our own feelings or opinions or experiences. When you live that way, you're going to be devoted. And so some may call it extreme. I call it devoted. 42% of Americans believe that somebody who would quit a good paying job and go overseas to do missions work is extreme. Well, that's a good kind of extreme. And so let's embrace the fact that we do live our lives devoted to a Heavenly Father. We're citizens of a greater kingdom than just this country. And in doing that, we're going to find some people don't like that. And it's going to be a bit odd for them, and they're not used to it. But you know what? I think most people are extreme, and most people live their lives according to what they believe to be right, true, just, honest, and that's how we're going to live our lives. And we'll just have to live with the fact that some people won't like that.